that's the wrong screen. I do that all the time. Oh, good evening, everybody. How's it going? I don't imagine there'll be a lot of people here as it is very late. So this will be a very quiet, intimate stream. I wasn't even sure if I should give this the Donathon Day title, but I'm streaming during the Donathon, ergo it probably should be considered day 20. Admittedly, I was kind of considering not streaming today. I know I said I would, but kind of today has been a bit of a Lulu, like, self-care day. But I've been kind of brain rotted and I really just want to, like, write. So I thought, if I'm gonna do some writing before I go to bed tonight, I may as well, I don't know, stream it. Hang out in my little gogh room. Yeah, this will be a very, very, very low-key stream. I'm probably not going to chat too much. I'm just going to sit here and work. If you want to join, the room code is in chat. If you do have it, double check because it might... Hang on, let me just see if it's the same one. Hang on. I want to leave. I just want to make sure I've got the right code. Okay, well, let's hope the... Oh, there it is. Wait, copy. I just want to make sure it's the right code because I generated it before I made the room. It's the same. Okay, it's the same code. Okay, we're all good. Yeah, if you want to join and work with me, you can. We're in my personal room, so it's very tiny. I can only really stand like 3, like with 2 characters, but I'm sure people can fit. I don't know if anyone else wants to join, but I'm just going to do some writing. If you guys want to chat to me, ask me anything. If you guys want to tell me about your day, you are welcome to. I honestly don't even know if I should do the donathon spiel. I honestly don't imagine I'll probably get any donations this stream, but maybe some sort of rich benefactor will find me in Twitch and be like, sure, what the hell. But honestly, the stream's going to be very low-key, so don't feel like you need to donate to this one, because I'm not going to be doing very much. I'm just going to be doing some... Well, I'm going to be doing a lot of mine, but you guys can't see, so I'm just going to sit here. I'm going to type away. I am planning on making a new... I want to change my pose. How do I change my pose? I'm not even going to like Pomodoro this. I'm just literally going to move. No, I don't want to move rooms. I want to change my pose. I want to do that. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. All right. Yes, I'm gonna write. Why am I laggy? It never makes me lag. Hello, Smooper! Hello, hello. We're doing a very low-key, quiet stream. I'm just gonna write. If you want to get the title, I've been doing a lot of writing lately, and I've been reading a lot of, like, admittedly a little bit trashy dark romance, and I kind of wanted to have a go, so I've been working on a little short story. I have said before, I don't think I'll post this anywhere. It's more just for me, maybe to like my dev team, just it's my character stuff, but it's me you know, practicing, so yeah. But yeah, it's very late, so this probably won't be a very long stream because I do probably need to go eat in like an hour because I have work tomorrow. But again, until then we can hang out, because I felt a bit guilty that I said I'd stream today and then didn't. I just was, I don't know, I didn't have a busy day at all. I had a very chill day. It was just very like, I've been a bit stressed behind the scenes. Not anything to do with like streaming, like other life stuff, just a little bit. And I think it kind of caught up to me and I was like, okay, I need a day to like, you know the gif though, the guy's like, I guess I show speed and he's like, oh, that's kind of like that. I know that's not the mood he's conveying, but I feel like that today. So I'm gonna do some work. I don't know, feel free to chat, feel free to work with me. If you have golf, feel free to join me in my tiny little very cringe room. I'm planning on making another room that's got all, I have like asked some friends to send me like photos of their characters and stuff, and I'm gonna make a room that's a bit bigger, that's like Lulu's workroom, that's not my withered workroom. Which ironically I'm working on something withered related right now, but like sometimes I want to stream and I don't want it to be all like the orange cabin vibes. I want it to be more Lulu core, so I want to make a bigger room that doesn't have cringy Yume ship art on the walls that I try and hide when I move the camera. It's got more celebrating my friends' work, but yeah. Yeah, it's always deserved. Gotta relax. Yeah. I mean, yesterday was pretty chill. We just did the makeup stream and then I went and had my lunch. I got my baking from my workmate and it was absolutely delicious. It was probably the best focaccia I've ever eaten. Like, I opened the box. She wrapped it all up nice, and she like I had a little custard like cream tart that she made with cherries, and she'd like hand piped it in front of me, and then she put it in the box, and then put a little bit of parchment paper, and then she put the focaccia that had the ricotta and prosciutto and stuff on it, and then she gave it to me, and then I opened the box, and I went and got a little matcha, and went and sat in a little park area in the city, and like had a little picnic to myself just before I had my appointment, where I was in pain getting hair ripped out of my legs, which was very fun. And I opened the box, and I just got that like delicious fresh baked, like the best focaccia smell. Like it was like, she's good at baking, man. I can't believe I get to work with someone that cool. Like she's like, I just made like a pasta before. Prosciutto, you'll speak my language. Yeah, I have a coworker who runs a she studied to be like a professional chef and baker when she was younger, but overseas, but when she moved back to New Zealand, she kind of was like, I don't want to burn myself out on my passion, so rather than going back into the restaurant biz, she just got like an office job and works with me. But she has a little side hustle, which obviously, unfortunately, as much as I'd love to shill her, I can't because I will dox where I live. But she runs a little like sort of made to order bakery. And I'm on her mailing list, so every week or every few weeks I order from her, and that's my lunch on Saturdays when I go and pick it up from her. So this week she did a focaccia with ricotta and prosciutto, and it was the most delicious thing I'd ever eaten, and I can't wait to tell her, because I hadn't eaten it in front of her. I went and took my little box to the park, so I'll have to tell her tomorrow. I was like, it was like the best focaccia I've ever had. It was so good. And the little custard tart was so good. It had the cherries on it, fresh Central Otago cherries, because I live in New Zealand and stone fruit is very good here. And she got a big box delivered to her, and then I went and had a little picnic, and then after that I had to go to my wax appointment. Does NZ have an Italian scene? I don't know if we have an Italian scene, but we definitely have Italian restaurants here, but I don't know if like I would say New Zealand has like a huge Italian population. I wouldn't say that. I'm sure Italian people do live here, but like, for example, like there's no like Little Italy in New Zealand, if that makes sense, whereas a lot of places that often have a large Italian population will. But pasta and pizza places are popular. We have Italian restaurants. We like that kind of food, but it's not like, yeah, like Barch said, it's not like the USA. But as, yeah, like it's, again, those are just like everyone who doesn't like pasta and pizza. I don't think that necessarily makes it Italian. So I wouldn't say we have a large Italian scene here, but I don't know. Where I live, we've got some nice Italian places, but yeah, I just think it was really good. So yeah, and then, but I don't know. I was saying before, you guys got me yapping. I was gonna work. I am gonna work, but wawa. Like I just cooked before and like failed to like panko crumb chicken. It still tasted good, it just like looked a little rough. I was like, if I could get this to look pretty, I probably would have taken a photo and posted it. I was like, it looks rough. It tasted good though. I had it with pasta, it was pretty good. I'm from NYC, so I grew up in good Italian. Oh, you're good. Damn, I'm jealous. I've always wanted to go to New York. I've only ever been to the States once, and I only went to California. I'd like to go back sometime. Anyway, I'm gonna do some writing, guys. If you're working on anything, you can tell me about it. I always like hearing if you guys are doing things. If you have any questions for me, you can feel free to ask. I might just not be looking at chat, fair warning, so if I don't respond, I promise I'm not ignoring you. I'm probably just like locked in, but I'll try and check. Yeah. But yeah, we're gonna do some work this evening for like an hour, and then I'm gonna probably toddle off to Biddy Buys. I didn't tell you guys. I'm already talking. I finished the book I was reading. I actually, you know what? The ending kind of, okay, well, it had like an epilogue that I thought was like kind of mid, but the ending, not counting the epilogue, which was like years later, which I only found mid because it was like very like basic. It was just like not very interesting. It didn't need the epilogue. Like it was there, it was cute, it was nice, but did not need it. But the book itself, I finished it. The ending was like great. Like I know I've been complaining about it as I've been reading it. If anyone hasn't been here, I've been reading Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas, which is like a dark sort of like smutty romance because I wanted to read something kind of easy to read. And I've been kind of like, I've been like enjoying it, but definitely in like a guilty pleasure kind of way, but I finished it yesterday and I actually really liked, I posted about it in Discord. I actually it had a really cool little twist at the end. And I was like, oh, I really liked the ending. Like, it was like, oh, and again, it had like kind of the lame afterwards epilogue, which is just there to be like, happy ending, like, you know, but like it didn't really need it. I didn't think it took away anything from the story, that epilogue, but it was just like, she did not need to spend the extra like day writing that. She could have just like, we really didn't need that. I found out though, I didn't realize that Punk 57 is actually a spin-off of a series, like about like sort of side characters that the author had written, called Devil's Night, I think it's called, which is like another one, because in that little epilogue they bring up a character called Rika, and I was like, who the fuck is Rika? And it turns out Rika is the main character of the Devil's Night series. She like talks to the main character of Punk 57, Ryan, and I'm like, why is this character in the very, very last like 4 pages of this book? Who is this Rika character? Why is she here? Then I'm like, oh, that's why. It was like a backdoor pilot, you know, if you know anything about TV. I liked the ending. I want to write myself, but I guess getting back into reading really did inspire me to write again. And I wouldn't mind writing something. So I'm kind of writing something a little bit inspired by, I wouldn't say it's inspired directly by like the book, but like I kind of have that kind of genre on my mind. So this is sort of what I'm trying to write. Because it's not usually, my thing is like horror, but I'm like, what if I write something a bit sweet, but except it's not sweet because it's me. I have a very cold, dead heart. But I thought it would be kind of fun, so I'm gonna try, but I don't know if I'll post it. But anyway, yeah, I probably will. I did say I wanted to do like a full book review of it. I actually think I will this week, but I want to like write notes down and sit here and do like a proper like booktube review rather than just like telling you guys about it. So maybe that'll be a stream later in the week. I think that would be really fun. Yeah, so I don't know. And then I think I've got some other books on my list I want to read, but now that I've read Punk 57 and I found it's a spin-off of this Devil's Night series, I'm like, I feel like I have to read the Devil's Night one, because I don't hate Penelope's writing. I just like, it's definitely a genre that I guess, it's not that I don't like books like that, I just find that it's a little bit like embarrassing to admit that I kind of like that genre, because I have friends who are like, oh, book talk books, and I'm like, I don't know. I like when things are a little sexy. I like when romances are a little bit indulgent. Is that so wrong? Guys, is that wrong? Am I the worst person in the world for admitting that maybe I wouldn't mind in a dark fantasy part of my brain wouldn't like my own broody, heavily tattooed boyfriend? Am I bad for admitting that? I see the weird ass horny gacha you people play. I'm allowed to be a little bit indulgent. Doesn't have to be a boyfriend. It could, I am pan. It could be any gender, but you know. Am I so bad for enjoying my head slop? As the kids call it. I'm going back to writing now. I've said too much. My little pet thing is like, can you get out of the way, thingy? Was it Momokuro, I think it's called? What's its name again? Yeah, fuck off. No. I want to look at me. Because I'm narcissistic. I'm actually not that nice. Fine. Fine, we'll do that so you're not in the fucking way. Anyway. I will actually write. There we go, now you can see Estrid. Jonathan bar on the way over. Oh, it is. Oh well. you can picture it. I would rather you see the note. I'm back, sorry, but can you remind me what you're writing? I already forgot. I'm working on a short story just based on, for like Lulu, I'm currently working on a visual novel, a horror mystery, but I've been kind of like wanting to write something a little bit like dark romancy, so I'm two of like the main characters in that. I'm writing like a prequel, just more for me than like, I don't think it would be like, what do they call it? Supplementary material for the game whenever it may come out. What are you never? I was for a very long time. I studied it at university. I have a degree in it. But I got very burnt out and very busy, so I kind of stopped writing for a while. But the last few months, I've really gotten back into it, which makes me very happy. I lost a lot of my confidence for no particular reason. I think it was just burnout. I was just like, I don't know if I'm really like adulting got in the way. I hate that word, but you know. But I really miss my characters and my big passion project, and I wanted to bring it back, but I didn't really want to write it. It used to be a novel, but I didn't really want to write it as a book anymore. Maybe one day I will again, but I was like, I have all these really good friends who are so talented, and it's kind of lonely writing a book, admittedly. So I was brainstorming with my good friend, Akerosu, who rigged me and designed me. He's a very talented artist, and I was talking to Aka, and I brought up to him because he's done some work for visual novels in the past. And I said to him, I was like, what if we just turn Withered into a visual novel? And Aka was like, oh. So I took that as maybe we should start. So it's been me and Aka's little thing we've been working on and off for the past few months. Kind of off while I've been doing the donathon, and Aka's been doing a lot of like merch work and everything, but we probably will come back to it very, very soon. But yeah, so in the meantime, while because admittedly I'm quite rusty at writing in a visual novel format. So yeah, thank you, Snooper. I hope it's gonna be good. I hope it's gonna be entertaining. I like my spookums, so it's good. It's just it's my baby, but I've taken a little break, but I'm trying to get back into it. But this thing isn't gonna, I don't think it's gonna be many horror elements in the short story I'm writing. Maybe a few, just on the nature of the characters. They come from a scary origin. Woo! But I felt like writing about my characters Wolfie and Ayla. I could bring them up. Actually, no, I can't bring up Wolfie's riff sheet. Because I don't even finish any of his concept sketch from Seth. And I don't think I can put that on Twitch. I think I could show Isla. Just who I'm writing about images. Do I have her? I think I have her riff sheet saved here. Hopefully, surely, I must have saved Isla here. Where is she? I can show Isla, but I can't show, is that Isla? No. Where's my Isla riff sheet? This Wolfie, this Isla's concept sketches, but where is, like, her finished one? It's Robbie. Well, I could show you Robbie. He's the like the protagonist and like player character of the when the game comes out. He's who you play as. I could show you him. My boy. This is a huge. Arca, why is this so big? Arca, why is this so big? This is concept art. This is his reference sheet. The game, how's it going? I've been on a bit of a hiatus for a little bit while I've been working on the Donathon. That's the main character you play as in the game, Robbie. He's not in this short story, the one I'm working on. Oh! Ken says, thank you for the... Hello for the raid on YouTube! Hello, Ken? Hello! Welcome! We had a very funny time. Hello on the YouTube side of things. I need to get my alert fixed. But hello! Welcome in, guys! Welcome in, welcome in! How are you? How was your stream? Dragon Raid. Hello! Welcome, thank you so much, Dragon Raid. Oh my god, hello, welcome. I was not expecting to get raided this late. I'm doing such a quiet little stream I didn't even have. So hello, welcome, thank you for the raid, thank you so much. If you guys are new here, my name is Lulu. I am a butcher sheep VTuber. I like everything a bit spooky, a little bit cute. Right now I'm just doing a very quiet and comfy goth stream. I'm just doing some writing. Very, very late. It's very, very late here in New Zealand. So this was a very impromptu stream, but thank you so much for sharing your community with us. Stream was great. I'm very, very good. I'm a little bit eepy, but I'm good. If you guys need to go, you're not chained to the stream. If you need to go eat, sleep, whatever it may be, you can head off, but you are welcome to stick around and do a little bit of co-working with me and the livestock. Yeah. I'm glad your stream was good. What were you playing? Were you just chatting? Were you gaming? But yeah. I hope everything was well. Thank you so much. I can put that back on. Sorry guys, I thought it was kind of weird to raid with like a riff sheet in the way. I mean, talk to a raid. That's Robbie. Yeah. I'll try and find Isla because she's like the main character. Hang on, I must not have it saved here. But I do have it saved in our character. No, it's concept art. Where is character references? Resource references and stock. Right, there we go. And our little div server. Please, can you save? Save image. Save. No. Okay. I know how to save images, guys. Image, yeah, so I'm writing mostly Isla's kind of the main character of the thing I'm working on at the moment. My flatmate got hay fever, so she almost feels down the stairs, so I got to play nurse for a bit. Oh my god, are you okay, mums? I read that out without the chat, so if YouTube read that, they're like, are you okay? I was like, I'm fine, I'm just reading chat on the Twitch side. I was doing a group collab earlier with Avarice, I believe she's how I meet you. Ah! Yes, I do know Avarice. Hello, a Terraria. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, so I'm writing about Isla right now. Oh my god, Aka, these are so massive. There we go, I can make it a bit bigger. Yeah, this, but when she's a bit younger than this. But yeah. She's who I'm writing about right now. Pretty, pretty baby. Aka did so well with her riff sheet. She's so beautiful. How do you pronounce it? I think it's Decels. Decels. The thing about having them as my characters that I write about, I do have VAs though, so I probably should. I think it's Decels. That's how I've been saying it. I hope I'm right. It'd be very embarrassing if I'm pronouncing my own character's name wrong. Plus she has a VA, and I'm sure her VA wants to know, but they haven't asked me, so I hope Lucia knows. Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, back to writing, but yeah. I really need to repin these. I took them off to take some screenshots and put them back on, but I haven't pinned them right. My Donathon stickers, just they're not pinned very well. I had to take them off when I was off. You pronounce her last name, yeah. DeSelles. I've been saying it DeSelles. I think it's DeSelles. Hang on, let me actually double check. Let me Google it. How to pronounce name. How to pronounce the name DeSelles.
Pronouncenames.com.
DeSelles.
DeSelle. The S is silent. I was wrong. It's DeSelle. Now you know. Yeah. Thank you, pronouncenames.com. I'm trying how I have like I have like a bit of prose in my head and I'm trying to figure out how to like word it. Like I have like the vague structure, but if I write it, it's very much like a very scattered. I'm trying to think. I guess I could just write it down, and if it's shit, I could just change it. I was busy for a sec, but I like how you say her name. The collab was a mess, but a lot of fun. Sometimes like a group collab's always going to be a little bit messy. That's all good. Sometimes the messy ones are fun. I'm nearly out of water. I should have got a bigger glass. Just hit 50 movies watched so far this year, which is good for— holy crap, 50 in 1 year. Damn. I've seen maybe one. So Iron Lung. Have I watched any other movies? I haven't been watching a lot of movies this year. Did I see Zootopia 2 this year, or was that December? Damn, 50 movies is a lot, Smipper. Godspeed. I feel like I need to medium X more. I want to absorb lots of cool stories. I've been reading a lot for the first time in a while. I have a big list of recs that I need to get through from my friends Ink and Nin. I asked them. It was very funny. I see, can I just have book recs? And they immediately just gave me a big list of like horror and mystery. And I'm like, oh, my friends know me so well. I didn't even have to say the genre. I was just like, can I go through the books that were like this? Well, the total I had in 2025 was 241. I'm trying to get to at least 365 for 2026. Damn. Do you have you watch a lot. Do you have a favorite movie? That's a lot. Yeah, this is one of the technical issues sort of missed, but I guess it's a simple way to put it. I don't know, I feel like is it really a big group collab if there isn't just a little bit of scuff? Changed games on the fly. I've had that before. I remember a few years ago, I think it was when I debuted this model, I did a big stream on my birthday when we debuted it, and I remember we were going to play Lethal Company, but like right as we started, Lethal Company were like, we're gonna do a big bit of maintenance, and we were like, are you fucking serious? So we couldn't play Lethal Company. We'd been planning it for ages, and it was just right at that like one particular hour we were starting. It was very funny. This is a dangerous question to ask a film major. My two favorites are Magnolia and Blade Runner. Ooh. I haven't seen Magnolia. I love the movie Steel Magnolias. I think it'll be a different movie, but just like a Lulu factoid. It's one of my favorite movies. It's like a comfort movie for me. My big comfort movie is Footloose though. It's a good comfort movie. Well, I pulled it. Sorry, I'm trying to read. I need to read it out loud to see if it sounds right. But I'm embarrassed, so I'm gonna mute my mic. Okay, I read it out loud and it sounds bad, so I'm gonna rewrite it. So I muted my mic. I'm like, no, that sounds crap. And I read it out loud, like that makes no sense. We were trying to do Mage Arena, but half the map was gone and we really didn't have enough players for what it needs apparently. We thought 5 out of 8 would be alright, but no. Usually with a group game, if they have like a max, it's best to play with the max. I remember back, I mean, Among Us increased, it was before Among Us was 15, when Among Us's max players were 10. If you play Among Us with anyone less than 10, it kind of doesn't work. Like, it's just not enough people, even if you take down the number of imposters. And I think maybe, I've never played Mage Arena, but it might be the same. Are you into film? I mean, you should do a film major, Smooper. It's cool that you're a film major. Awesome. Keep it up, that's awesome. It's so cool. I really gotta get my alerts fixed on the YouTube side. Pico Park after. Oh my god, Pico Park. Trauma. I kinda like Pico Park. If you have good synergy, it's fine. Can I hide the stupid pet thing? Because it just gets in the way. Taking one class in my major this term, though, which is lame, but my other classes are good for the most part. Oh, that's good. I already know as I write this it's going to be a very run-on sentence and I'm going to have to rewrite it. Been left to rot. Through maybe all the... If you guys see my mouth move and you can't hear anything, it's not because my mic's broken, I'm muting it on purpose. It's so I can read it out, but I'm not confident. So I'm just tapping mute on my mic and just like reading it to myself. I hope that's okay. I've had that issue before. One time I was eating on stream and I had the VTuber like chewing. And one of my chatters was like, oh my god, the mic's muted. And I stopped and I said, wait, is it? Guys, can you hear me? And everyone was like, yeah. And I'm like, oh no, you just could see my mouth. So if you see my mouth go, I'm probably reading out loud to myself. My mic is fine. If you can hear me talking right now, my mic is fine. Yeah. Your mic is beautiful. Very funny, Mumbar. Reminder, I can time you out. I have the power, like I did last time. But that was mean. I'm only gonna do it once. I'd be really honored to be invited, Ken. I don't know. I think I know. I must know some of Alvaris's friends. I must. I'm sure I know some people. I'm very shy, but I would be honored to be invited. I like being invited to collabs. It's just the problem with me is that I am in a hell time zone. So every time my friends are like, we want to play games, I'm like, cool. And they're like, can you do it at 4 AM? And I'm like, no. I'm like, no. It's like I've been trying to organize to play Yap Yap, that new like multiplayer like wizard game that everyone's playing. But Essie wants to play it, my friend Essie, and she's in Germany, which is like the complete opposite time zone to me. So yeah, I have other friends who obviously want to play. You need like 8 for Yap Yap, but I want to like prioritize Essie because I've played a game with her in a really long time and she's very dear to me. But yeah. Guys, I don't know if I told you yesterday when we were doing our makeup, but I got one of my alerts back from the artist friend who's doing my alerts for Redebut 3.0. God, they look so good. I'm so excited. It's so if I don't know if you like kind of know my circle of friends, you may know this is an animator I've never worked with before. But they are a very dear friend of mine and I finally had the chance to commission them and I'm really excited to be working with her. And she's so talented. I'm so excited that she got the first one back and they're little like kind of rigged. I think she animates in live 2D. I don't know, but they just look so good. I'm so excited. The first one was finished and I'm like, oh my god, she did so well. I'm so excited for you guys to see them. But it's going to be a few months. So I got this candy called Earheads and there is a flavor called White Mystery Flavor. What if it's flavor? How do you know if it's... Yeah, I don't know what that says. It's censored. I'm gonna choose to believe that you said pussy flavor. I was like major in it. Yep, saw a pop-up, I haven't seen. It's, from what, I haven't played it yet, but from what I understand, Yep is, like you're a bunch of wizards and you have to storm a tower and like vandalize it, but there's like monsters. It looks very funny. It looks like a funny, you know, it's a funny little friend slop game. Mystery flavor? Yes, because... Oh, well, I didn't realize the asterisk is... Did you say it was cum flavored? I don't know if the asterisk is, like, correlated to, like, the letters. I just saw the asterisks. I wasn't sure. I like that, like, it's because I have to tiny chat box that like, YouTube can't see what you're saying, and it's like, it's so funny. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm streaming to both Twitch and YouTube, and it's like doing 2 chats, and I can't put my... Oh my god. I should probably go get more water. Alright. Back to work. I was... Maybe you should try it out, Ken, if it sounds like a game you might enjoy. It's new and I think it's pretty cheap. I think it's like... Yeah, but it just got released like last week, I think. Yep, it came out. Mumbo in my Twitch chat says it's very fun. He's played it. Sure, yeah, go for it. We have a fun game for you guys to play. I saw 5 centimeters per second in theaters today. Magical experience. Oh. Wait, I've heard of that. Why have I heard of that? What time is it for you? I wish my it is currently 10:27 p.m. On the 8th of February because I'm in the other hemisphere where I'm a day ahead. So yeah, it's quite late, but I'm gonna stay up a little longer because I did sleep. I had a big nap today because again I was so even though I work tomorrow, I think I'm fairly well rested, but I will probably have to go to bed. You can hear me yawning soon, but I gotta clean up because I did cook. Remember I asked before, did I cook? I did. I did cook, but they took ages to deliver my groceries. It's from Makoto Shinkai. Oh, yes, I do know. Of course I know. Of course I know. Yes, your name. He did Weathering with you, right? Yeah. Wait. Yeah. I love Your Name. It's a great movie. Yeah, he did. Yeah, I liked Your Name. Weathering with You was good too. No, I really don't hear a lot of people talk about that one, but I remember watching that one with my old roommate. Don't like what I wrote there. Oh, Rogoni, hello! Welcome, welcome! I recognize that username. Welcome in! How's it going? It's good to see you in chat. Going good. I'm glad. Apologies if my replies are slow. As I've said, I'm locked in, so I'm only looking at chat every, like, few minutes. Sorry, I was getting tired of that track. Export time. Ooh. Another editing. I'm gonna from mums. Editing something. I'm gonna highlight all of that and rewrite it later because I don't like that part, but I don't want to delete it either because I feel like I'd regret it. Oh my god. I'm so rusty. 26 minutes. How long is it? Jeez. Do you mean 26 minutes to export it or 26 minutes to edit it? Wait, I'm confused now. Edit it. Oh, you're getting faster. I see. I was like, how did it take 26 minutes to export something that was 8 seconds long? But I think I got it around the wrong way. I thought there was a 26-minute clip that took 26 minutes to edit what you've done, and it took 8 seconds to export. Like, it's a little bit late. I mean, I'm a little bit EP, but... I need to pull up my timeline. That might not be right. Hang on. Oh my god, I haven't opened up my withered timeline in ages. But I need to make sure I'm getting that there we go. Oh my god. How old? Writing first or third? I switch between this is technically I prefer third. What I'm writing right now is first. Just because I think it's better for the genre that I'm doing. But I do kind of prefer third. It's been so long. Oh my god, I'm so rusty. I can't even remember how old was Wolfie when his Lulu OC Law? How old was Wolfie when their parents got divorced? Divorce. How old? Wait, when was... Okay, so Wolf would have been 6 and... I guess I have to change the... I have to change the years because I'm gonna make it more modern, but... If Robbie was born... Wait, no, I'm doing this the wrong way. Hang on, let me think. Oh my god. When you take a break from your work, guys, and then you change things, timelines get mixed up. How do you do the dialogue? I find myself struggling with dialogue the most, which is ironic because it's probably 90% of what I write. Dialogue, the best thing to do. I'm not the best at writing dialogue, but what I find the best is you have to read it out loud. Even though you feel really dorky, you have to actually try and do a little. You have VA in your name, so I'm sure that's it's easy for you. You'd be better at it than me, but you know, you really have to like read it out. You have to act it out, and if it sounds stupid, guess what you redo. The only thing is obviously written word often will, like the way dialogue is written in books is never, I don't know, never, that's a very broad statement, but often it's never going to like one for one be how humans talk. It's always going to be kind of book dialogue, not in a way where it's unrealistic, but characters in books, no matter how well written their dialogue is, it's always not quite person, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, the best thing to do with dialogue is just write it and then read it out, voice act it. And if it sounds stupid, you probably need to rewrite it. Oh my god, there's a character this time I haven't looked at in forever, damn. There's a character here that I've completely cut out of the story. They don't exist anymore. Let's mention, I'm looking at their name. Okay, wait, so Robbie's 20 and Isla is, okay, so Wolfie is 5 years older than, oh my god, it's been so long. I've forgotten about my own characters, guys. So Wolfie is 5 years older than Robbie. And the divorce happened when, if he was 6 here. Oh, Bethany and Marcus got divorced pretty late then. That can't be right. What was 7? Description of the dialogue, it tends to flow better. That makes sense. You mean the dialogue would be, well, yeah, I think that's a good way, the writing has to, that's a good way of putting it, Swirl. It needs to be more coherent. Yeah. Humans, in real life, we stop and start, we say and I say like every 5 minutes, I've noticed as I watch my VODs back. So books are different when writing dialogue. Yeah. As well. I'd have to change this, because actually this doesn't work. Wolfie was, and then 5 years later, they can't have gotten divorced that late. I'm learning about my own character. I haven't even looked at this timeline, guys, in ages. I need to redo it because a lot of it's not canon anymore. But I thought it would, the timeline it would at least work. I might have to move the year they got. And how old was Robbie? God, some of this is so cringe. Okay. Five years before. I have to do math for my own timeline, guys. I'm so stupid. How old would have Robbie been there? 2010. And then... Robbie was on the same year I was. Which I'm gonna have to change because I'm gonna move the timeline back, because when I did this it would have been more lined up, but whatever. So Robbie was 12 when he moved. And Wolfie would have been just 5 years older. Writing by myself. When I used to write comedy, I always had a co-writer and I did not enjoy it. I feel like writing with someone else is something that only a very select number of people can do. I think having a group to talk to about things is very important, but I find that if you have a co-writer, it needs to be someone that you have an incredible amount of synergy with. I don't think I could do it. I have friends who can do it, but I'm like, I don't know, I'm a bit too cagey, I find. And sometimes, I don't know, I have my own ideas, and sometimes I'm like, I don't know how to explain how it's working in my head to you, but I know it will work when it's on paper and the finished result. And yeah. Yeah, I think having a little tribe is very good when you're a creative. I think it's definitely how you get feedback. It's how you improve. Okay, this timeline is a mess. It's not a mess when I wrote it. It makes sense, but for what I'm doing now, I'm gonna have to just redo all of the dates of things because my old timeline is very rusty. As I said, I took a big break from with it, and my old timeline needs reworked. So I don't need to go off this. So now I have to do maths, guys. It isn't fair. I'm a writer. I don't like doing maths, but I have to because I have to figure out ages. Okay. Okay, does this work? So Wolfie is 6 years older than Robbie, right? No, Robbie's 20. Okay, so 5 years older than Robbie in the current version, and then which means Isla is also 5 years older than Robbie. Robbie, which is 5 years between. So Wolfie was 5 when Robbie was born. Which means the divorce happened when he... That still works. No, yes, the old timeline still works. The parents still got divorced when Wolfie was 7. So Isla's dad died when she was 6. Alright. OC trauma, I'm just saying, can't really, Night, Mumbo. And I write too, and I've tried writing with others. Can only really work well if you have the other person extremely alike in mindset. Yeah. I know some people have been like working on projects with friends for years, but they know how it works. But I'm sure even people who do that, like everyone's gonna have creative differences. It just depends on how you figure out how to sort that out. I don't... with Wither, when I'm working on this, I do have my friend Nin, who I trust more than anyone when it comes to like writing, especially horror. Nin's kind of helping me co-write the visual novel. By that I mean I am writing it, but if I'm like, I'm stuck, I'll ask Nin and he'll be like, you could do this. And Nin's ideas are always really good. He's very good. So I do a little bit of co-writing on the visual novel with Nin. It's my world and ideas, but Nin's been a big help. But this thing I'm working on at the moment is very much all just Lulu on her own, just wanting to indulge a little bit and get some practice in because I'm a little rusty. The last screenplay I wrote was with a co-writer. I worked out fine. It definitely made the turnout better, but I'd say it was less fun. Yeah, I think it just depends. I think it probably, yeah, again, you have another person's perspective. So I think having a co-writer is good, but it depends on who it is. I think you have to have a good trust in them. Sorry, I'm gonna freeze for a second. Oh, okay. I was just checking something. I got something come through and I was like, oh, I better read this. Oh, you wrote an entire screenplay, Smooper? That's amazing! That's so cool! Years down the line, I hope it forms into something. It's definitely very rough right now. Ah! Gotta start somewhere. That's so cool! I've written a children's book, which I'm still very proud of. A children's picture book. And which my friend, my good friend, artist friend, Soul and Baby for Illustrated. It was about cats. It was very cute. And I have written. To be fair, when I studied world building, I did a world building course in university. I did write a collective novel with like 10 other people. That was how the project worked. We all wrote different chapters, but we all plotted it together. We actually had great synergy, me and my class. We were wonderful. I think I have a copy of that novel somewhere. I wouldn't share it anywhere because it has other people's writing that I don't have permission to share, but I think I have like a PDF of it somewhere in the depths of my computer. It was very fun. It was very fun, yeah. But I haven't written like... I mean, I have written like when I was like a teenager, like books, but they were like not good. Yeah. So I want to write something, but it be good and professional. And of course I've written short stories. The best one ever. What was the best short story I've ever written? Underbelly was good. It was about a racehorse. I'm being so nostalgic. I wrote a really good essay, which is based on like family trauma. That I went back, it was actually for a uni like paper I did. It was an essay, but I wrote it in a really weird voice. So I went back and reread it. I found the like it in Google Docs a few months ago and I reread it. I'm like, damn, this is still really good. I was really proud of it. Yeah, I was like, damn, I kind of popped off with this. It was great. No, wait, that doesn't work. Maybe I do need to go back to the timeline. Now that I'm thinking about it, no. When you stop writing something for a while, guys, and then you go back to it, and you're like, wait, I've forgotten where things happen, and I need backstory. I have a promising idea for a film that I dream of turning into a screenplay. It's not the one I wrote already, but I'm gonna tell you because the other 3 film majors I explained it to looked at me like I was crazy. Basically, it's two stories at once that follows a man in Tokyo writing a book about a man in the US, and a man in the US writes a book about a man in Tokyo. And basically the premise is it follows both of their lives and we don't know which one is real. That sounds rad. Why did they look at you like you were crazy? That's very easy to follow, and that's cool. It's almost like a sort of an unreliable narrator thing, but not. I like that. That's cool. That is awesome. Thank you for sharing. I like that. It sounds so different. Artsy. I think that's cool. Most film majors know. Probably a lot you're a film major. No, I need to figure out. And I thought it didn't make sense. One of them said that I needed to make sure to explain everything with it. You don't need to explain everything. It does need to make sense and flow, but it can be a bit surreal. It can be a bit confusing. Not everything has to be spelt out. We have this whole thing at the moment about media literacy. Yeah, okay, so Wolfie was born in 1994. Yeah, no. No, they didn't get divorced until Wolfie was 11. Which makes way more sense. Yeah. Yeah, story does not mean to be spoon-fed. The thing is that my big project, my book, with it is very much influences of like eldritch, like sort of Lovecraftian horror, you know, without the bad parts of Lovecraft. But with that, the whole point of it is the fear of the unknown and feeling insignificant. I feel like if you explain too much in that regard, it kind of ruins the spookiness. Because the point of it is that it's the unknown. It's that, you know, being unfathomable. You can't spoon-feed stuff like that. Different genres, but... I actually have, you guys just reminded me, I mean I brought it up, but with Lovecraft, I remember I had a book of like all of his short stories, or like a good chunk of them, and I lent it to someone and they never gave it back, like 4 years ago, and I'm still upset to this day. Every time I've ever loaned a book to someone, I've never gotten it back. Once I did, but my friend lost it under her bed for like a year, and it was my favorite book. Another time I lent it to a teacher I had in high school. I've never gotten the book back. And then I had a copy of Lovecraft's short stories and I've never gotten that book back. The only, not every time, I lent some of my Dylan Horrocks comic books to a friend. She gave them back to me. And, well, yeah. I don't like loaning books to people because I find people don't give books back. I wrote an episode of an anthology audio drama series about Cthulhu that was so fun. I love Lovecraftian. Lovecraftian stuff is so fun. You just have to ignore, you know, his views. Because sometimes you're reading his stories and like, wow, this is great, and then he'll mention one line and you're like, oh, that's ooh. Just gonna ooh. But that's what you get when you read Lovecraft. You've gotta, you know. You have to go into it knowing that there are some parts that you read and you're like, oh, that's ooh. There's definitely a man of his time, that's for sure. But even for his time, wasn't he, like, even some people still thought about his views. They were like, dude, even for this time, bro. They're friends, or if they did, they weren't readers. You didn't have friends. Often if I lent the books to people who were readers, they were probably pretty good about giving them back, but because they understood the value of a book. But still, I lent one to one of my teachers in high school. That's a whole story. I've shared that before, but I still haven't got it back. It's like, it was gnarly. If you're interested, I don't know if there's a self-promo channel on your Discord, but I can drop that. I don't allow self-promo on my Discord because self-promo and Discord servers often get, you can put it in, I think I have like a writing chat on my Discord, I'm pretty sure. What's it called again? I know my own Discord. You can drop it in... I have a writing share, you can drop it in there. I don't have self-promo though, because I often find if you have a Discord server, a community one, and you make a self-promo, there will be a million people who will spam that with like, I'm streaming, I'm doing this, and then never talk in it, and then that just pisses me off. So I just don't have a self-promo. You're more than welcome to put it in writing share. I'm like, if you're going to be in my Discord, interact with people. Oh my fucking god. Don't just chill yourself and then do nothing. So yeah, most people say if you have a VTuber Discord, just don't have a self-promo channel, don't have a self-promo, and don't have a vent channel. And I listened to those rules. But yes, if you guys didn't know, I do have a Discord server, so Swirl, if he's here, will probably drop it in chat. You're welcome to join. It's kind of quiet. I feel like I neglect my Discord a bit, which is not a good thing I should be doing, but I get very shy. I do stream, but I'm really shy and I never know what to say. Yeah, don't, pro tip, if you, this is really funny. It's like I have no eye, because if I have my hair a certain way, like I've got no, if I have my head, and then I have no eyebrows, I shave my eyebrows. Oh, sorry. Yeah, never have a self-promo channel on a Discord. It just never ends well. And one server, I changed it to event promo and changed the description to promoting special events. I have a celebration channel, but that's for like me and my mods, like if it's someone's birthday. But I just think like you just, if you make it work much, it's good. But even then, people are like, I just find people abuse it. So no longer has this that one stream posting their Twitch. So that used to happen to me, and I used to have one years ago. Thank you, Swirl, for posting the link. You're welcome to join, guys. I'll join and bother you later. I'll move the link to... Yeah, thank you, Swirl. You're the best. That's my boy. You're welcome to join. I don't promote it enough, because I don't chat in it a lot. Like sometimes I feel guilty because I feel like it's just me being like, I'm streaming or I'm doing this. I try and chat. And as I said, I left a book review of Punk 57 in one of the channels. Because I'd been talking about it on stream. But I don't know, I get shy. I don't even know what to say in there to you guys. Please note that I will say, I mean, I feel like you shouldn't be watching me if you're under 18, but my Discord server is 18 plus. Just because I don't want to deal with minors. So if you are under 18, please do not, and you're watching this, please do not join. If I find out, you will be banned. Please come when you're 18. I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with kiddos on my Discord server. That is just welcoming problems into my life. So please respect that. Don't chat much of mine either. Yeah. I will say, I'm pretty sure everyone here should be an adult, but that is a rule. And if we find out you are not, you will be banned. I'm just welcoming trouble. I don't. Hmm. Night Ken, thank you for stopping by and thank you for the raid. What's with the drum emoji, Swirl? Is it me tapping away? Alright guys, I probably should head to bed. So I'm gonna head off. I'm not gonna raid anyone tonight. I'm feeling a little tired. But I will see you all tomorrow. I think I'll probably Cult of the Lamb. I want to take it a little bit easy for the next few days. But hopefully I'll go live earlier than I usually do in the evening. We'll see. I'll see how I'm feeling. Again, I'm still kind of in like a... I need to stream because Donathon, because model must be funded, but... I've had a lot on my mind, so this week might be a little bit patchy. I'm gonna try and stream every day like I've been doing, but I will say I can't promise anything. But I'll try to stream as much as I can. I just got some offline world IRL Lulu stuff to do and focus on, but it should be good. Thank you. I'm glad you had fun. Thank you, Mooper, and thank you for sharing about your film studies. It's so interesting. I loved hearing about them. Thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna head off. But thank you all for stopping by. Hopefully I will see you all again very, very soon. Hopefully tomorrow, if not, definitely Tuesday. But yeah, thank you so much. Alright guys, I will see you all soon. Thank you for hanging out with me. Good night. I hope you have a lovely rest of your evening, day, whatever time zone it may be. Alright. Love you so much. Bye.